Hey, what's going on, guys? So it's the 16th of January. It's actually Friday. Actually, the market's still open, but I've decided to make the video today because I'm on vacation, and tomorrow is the Bills-Broncos game, and they're in the playoffs, so I want to go down and see that. It's a party. Let me just say that. Well, actually, here's last weekend. Check this out. All right, as you can see, it's a good time. So if you're in Orlando, come down and hang out. The market this week is doing all right, but carnival's a little bit, dropping a little bit. I got my strike prices on my puts at $30.50, and it's gone down to around $29 right now, which is it's not horrible because I have the puts and I want to buy the shares anyway. And long term, I think it's going to go up. So I'll obtain the shares. I mean, you're never going to pinpoint it perfectly, So let's check out right now and see what the market's doing and what I could make like if I rolled the options today. Okay, let's see where I'm at. So, like I said, I got these Carnival Cruise Lines out at $30.50. These are puts. So if I rolled them right now, like, let me see what I would get. And remember, I'm $1.50 in the money, okay? $1.50 in the money. So if I roll the position, let's see. You got the buyback. The middle is around $1.56, so buy to close. And I roll it. If I rolled it out to the 30th of January, right? I would get $1.84. So I would pay to get the option back. I'd pay $1.56. I would get $1.84, and the middle would be 28 cents. Okay, so that would give me $392. It might not be exactly 28 because the bid is 16 cents and the ask is 40, so there's a little bit of a spread there. So, but it's still good money right now. I mean, $392, even if it was a little bit lower than that, that's not bad money. So I'm not going to review the order. So I'm going to go. So I'll make decent money on that, even being in the money. Let's go to the next ones. And we got nvidia here. Okay, so nvidia, let's check this out. What I got the strike price at 172.50. Okay, 172.50. We would roll the position if we were rolling it. Really, it's at 187, and I've got them at 172, so I'm pretty safe. $15 safe. Okay, so even $15 away from the stock price, from the strike price, I'm still looking at getting 76 cents, and the bid and the ask on these is 75 cents bid, 78 cents now ask. So it's very tight. So that would sell probably immediately. And I would get $154 for that. So that I'm totally happy with that. I mean, I'm in a good position, and I would get decent money. That's been a good one for me. Let's go to the next ones. Tqqq. Let's check that out. I have two of those also. These have been pretty good to me also. So I'll roll the position because they're at a pretty high point, and I've been selling the calls, so it's a really good time. I got the $59 calls. Okay, so how much would I make on these? On two, it's showing 34 cents, and the bid on this is 32. The ask is 35. Super tight, which I like that. So 34 cents, it would give me $68. Okay, so that's good. So let me clear that out, and we'll go to probably Uber, right? So we got Uber here. So I got four of those, four puts out. So if I was to roll that right now, I would be looking at 47 cents. So, and the bid is 40, the ask is 54. A little bit wider spread, but not bad. That would give me, if I got 47 cents, I might have to adjust it, but if I got 47 cents, that would give me $188. Okay, so I mean, let me see. I think that was it. Yeah, Uber, Tqqq, nvidia, and Carnival Cruise Line. So I mean, that would be a pretty good week. If Carnival Cruise Lines just pops up on Tuesday, that would be amazing, you know. So that would give me a little bit more money on those, and give me a little bit more profit. So, and speaking of profit, I had a few people on the channel comment, and they've been commenting a few times now, so about the profit, quote unquote profit. So I always say profit, you know. So I am right by saying profit, but am I totally right? Wait for the end of the video, and I'm going to go over something with you that I just did some research, and did some reading, and I was right and wrong at the same time. So we'll go over that at the end of the video. But so it's looking like a good week, you know, next week, hopefully, if nothing moves too much. But my dad, I went over there yesterday, and I was talking to him, and he's doing all right. He moved up his strike price 3 times, 50 cents each time. So he didn't have to pay that much. And he's doing all right, but maybe he should have not moved it up, his strike price up that last time. But, well, let's go to his house, and we'll go over it with him. All right, let's do that. All right, he's probably back here. Father?
How you doing, Dan?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
If you guys don't know, this is my dad.
How you doing?
He just started selling options also. Well, he's been selling options for a while, but he took a break because of some issues, but he's back selling options now. So it's been like, what, 3 weeks that you've been selling them?
More than 3 weeks.
Yeah. So he's also selling options on Carnival Cruise Lines. So what did you start at when you first started back? What was the stock at? What was it, $28?
When I first started, it was 28 and change.
28 and change. So then you sold the first option,
so he's contracts for on 30 strike price.
30 strike price. So he's selling call options. So he owns the shares. So he owns 500 shares of Carnival Cruise Lines. So he's selling call options on these. So he sold them the first week. And you put it at what strike price?
30
strike price. So the stock around that time was $28. He put it at $2 out at a 30 strike price, and that was to be safe.
That was to be safe. But they had earnings, which wasn't too safe.
No, it was earnings week. That's right. So then at earnings, your computer went off. And at earnings, the stock popped up pretty high. So
about 32.
Yeah, that week too. Like that week. So you sold the options, and then it sold them at $30 strike price, and it popped up to $32, and then you were in the money by $2. So that wasn't the greatest situation. But then what did you do the next week? So he rolled the options just like I do.
Right.
So, and then
I looked at the options, what it was worth, and I found that I could roll the options. It would cost me a nickel, but I could go out 50 cents.
So he paid a debit of 5 cents, but he raised the strike price by doing that. He was able to raise the strike price 50 cents. So he's paying 5 cents and gaining on the stock. He's paying 5 cents out of his account cash, and he's going up 50 cents on the stock price, on his strike price. So, I mean, if it all works out, he's gaining what on 500 shares, 50 cents. So he's gaining $250, and he's paying $25. So if it all works out, that's a great deal. So
I did that a couple times. I got to the last week, and I could move it out another 50 cents for 4 cents a share.
Oh yeah, well you did it twice, right? At 5 cents.
Yeah, twice.
So it's been 3 weeks. So the first week 5 cents. Second week he did it again, paid 5 cents again, and moved it up again.
Right.
So now he's at a 31 strike price. And do you remember what the stock was doing? What was it at that point?
Right now I'm at a 31.50 because remember the 4 cent.
Yeah, no, but when you raised it the second time, the 50 cents, and you were at $31 strike, then what was the stock at? Do you know? It was still up there,
close
right?
to 32.
Okay,
yeah.
It was still up there. So he was slowly moving the strike price up and digging his way out of being in the money. You know, so then the third time he rolled it the third week and he paid 4 cents because as the strike price is getting closer to the stock price, he paid a little bit less. So he paid 4 cents this time. So paid 20 cents to move up 50 cents. So, and then what happened?
Well, right now, I had invested in moving that stock $70. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
$70 I got invested in moving it up $1.50.
And by the $70, he means he has 5 options. So he paid 25 cents the first week, 25 cents the second week,
and 20 cents.
And then 20 cents. So all added up, he was able to move the strike price up $1.50, and it cost him 70 cents.
$75.
$70 to do that.
Yeah, right.
So
now here's where I am now. If we look at where I am and what I moved it up to, if I go ahead with this.
So this is this week.
This is this week.
If you rolled it out another week.
Yeah, let me put on leg one. Leg one. Here's my 123.26 is the date. It's 31.50.
Strike.
The calls, strike price.
Calls, yeah.
This is the bid, the mid, and the ask. So we got a mid of 10 cents. Time has eaten this thing away like crazy.
Yeah.
Then the second leg would be the same information, same price, same strike.
Yeah.
And it would be bid 30, 34, and 38. So taking the middle bid, I should get 24 cents a share.
And you're not rolling it up.
No, I'm not moving it up.
So this time he's not moving the strike price up. So he's not paying this time. It's not a debit of a few cents. It's a credit this time. So he's actually making money on the premium instead of paying to move the strike price up.
Which will pay me $120 right there.
Yeah, right there. $120 will get paid in premium.
And I paid $70 to get myself out of trouble. So you get that 70, you got 30, 20. I made a $50 profit and paid off everything it cost to move it up.
Yeah, the stock has dropped since then. So, I mean, you did pay to go out, but it has dropped back.
Right.
So he probably didn't really need to pay to go out that third week. But he did, and no one knows what's going to happen. So he's not thinking the past 3 days it's dropped like a lot. You know, you don't know what's going to happen.
It could turn around tomorrow and go back.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So, but he put himself in a very safe position by doing this.
Oh yeah.
So now he's in the clear, and he can start bringing in the money, and he's going to be bringing in good premium now because
every week.
Yeah. So unless you want to move up the strike price
radically.
Yeah, and then you just if you pay a couple cents to change the strike price, if you can pay 2, 3, 4, 5 cents and move the strike price in a direction that the stock is moving, it might be a good idea to do that to put yourself in a better position, and you'll probably get the money in premium back the next week because you're going to get more premium from putting yourself in a better position. So, it all works out.
Yeah.
So that's what he's doing. I just wanted to, check in with Dad, and I know he's been on a few videos, and he's pretty popular on the videos, so I wanted to tell you guys what he's doing and how it's all working out. So, all right. Well, it's good to see you again, Dad.
Yeah, good to see you too.
All right.
And good to see everybody out there.
All right. Back to the weekend video.
Welcome to my den.
All right. Back to the weekend video. All right. So Dad's having a good time. He's making some money. He's having fun. That's all that matters. I'm glad he got back into it because he was selling options a while back, had some issues, and now he's back selling them again. So it's good. I'm happy for him. So the one thing I wanted to address, on my videos, I put when I get the premium, I say it as profit, right? Some people had a little bit of an issue with that. So they're like, no, it's not profit. You're telling people the wrong thing. And I'm like, okay. So I did a bunch of research yesterday morning. Okay. So I was right and wrong. Okay. So it is profit, but they are correct. It is unrealized profit. Okay, so let me just read some stuff off to you. Why is it not profit yet? Okay, so several things can happen. The option could move against you. You could be assigned at a loss, and you could close early. So all these things could affect the premium. So when the premium becomes a realized profit is when you actually are done with the position and you make the profit. So when the premium becomes a realized profit, an option expires worthless. Okay, so it doesn't get to your strike price and you keep all of the premium. You buy it back for less. Okay, maybe you sold the option for $3 and now it's at and bought it back for, or no, you sold the option for $3 and you bought the option back for 50 cents. Okay, so $2.50 is a realized profit. So that can happen. And then you have assignment happens. Premium reduces your cost basis. So profit loss is determined when shares are later sold. Okay, so like you see me, I roll the options like every week, so I'm gaining premium. So if I have a strike price, like I have my carnival at $30.50, right? And I roll these options 4 weeks in a row and I gain 20 cents every week. Well, there's 80 cents. So now that $30.50 goes down to $29.80. All right, so you got to factor that in. So let me give you an example with my options I have out right now. So let's get the book out. All right, so here is Carnival Cruise Lines, CCL. I got these out. This was a couple weeks ago. So on those options, I had 13 of them, 10 and then 3. Hopefully you guys can see. Let me go over here. So you got 10 options here, 3 options here. I got 20 cents for both of them. My strike price is $30.50. So 20 cents, I have to lower it 20 cents. So now I'm at $30.30. Okay. That's my cost average. And then I've got these here, also Carnival Cruise Lines. Right here, same ones, 13 options. See the 10 and the 3, so I just put them all together at 13. I got 30 cents on those. Okay, so there's 30 more cents. So between the 20 and the 30, that's 50 cents. So my cost average on a $30.50 strike price now is $30. Okay, and then I got this one here I got 84 cents for. I just sold that straight up last week, if you remember. So I got 84 cents. So what I would do with that is divide it by 13 and add that to the 50 cents that I cost averaged. Okay, so you gotta, the reason, and people had a problem with, and they have the right to have an issue with it. I was saying profit. It's unrealized profits before the position is closed out or assigned or bought back. One of those 3 things. So it's realized profit when those are all done, and I roll it every week. So I'm getting premium every week. So to update you guys, I'd have to update the stock moves all the time, which means that option moves all the time. I would have to update you guys every day at the close of the market, and I can't do that. So I will update you guys on if it's a loss at the very end when I get assigned or one of those 3 things happen, and I'll add up the premium and I'll deduct that from the strike price, and I'll come up with a final number. So I'll do that for you guys. Luckily, I got the new system in my book, so I write down all my strike prices. I write down everything now, not like last year. So this year I started, I put if it's a call or a put, I put the strike price, I put how many options, I put how much I'm getting, everything, the stock, and then the expiration date. So I can go back now and figure that out when there is a loss, because I never want to tell you guys like I'm making money when I'm not. I will never do that. I will never do it and if I do it, It's going to be not on purpose. It's going to be a mistake. Okay, I'll never do that, and I'll do my best to do the math right and do everything right so I get you exact numbers. Okay, so I just want you guys to learn this. I'm not pulling one over on anyone, you know, because one guy, you know, he said, "Oh, you're pulling one over on us and calling me like a con artist." Believe me, all my friends know I'm one of the most honest people there are. I would never do that. So I will make things as precise as I possibly can, okay, for you guys. And it has been so far. It's just I can't update every day, you know. And the people that know options, they know what I'm saying is true. They understand what I'm saying. So, all right, just want to get that out, and I will change a few wording from here on out, okay? So, all right, guys, I hope you liked the video, and I will be selling more options on Tuesday and making more unrealized gains on Tuesday, okay? All right, y'all have a great week and have a great weekend, and go Bills, and I will talk to you soon. All right, see you guys.